This is Lizzie Hitchcock filming for my 1920s Great Gatsby class. I'm filming this 1920s inspired makeup tutorial. This is a night out flapper kind of look, something you'd see every weekend for parties and for events and just for girls who wanted to let loose. Without further ado, let's get into this face. So the first step is the foundation. Currently I just have a bare face, so I'm going to start with my primer and then get into the foundation for the look. First I'm going in using my Tarte Clean Slate Poreless 12-Hour Perfecting Primer. This is just to get an even base over my face for my foundation so that all of my pores are filled and I get that clean look. Next thing I'm doing is going in with my Kat Von D Lock-It 24-Hour Full Coverage Foundation. This is just going to give me a nice even skin tone and a nice base for the rest of my makeup. The next thing I'm using is my Tarte Shape Tape Contour Concealer. Not only is this going to conceal my bags under my eyes, but it's also going to give me a little bit more of a natural highlight under my eyes, on my jawline, on the bridge of my nose, and on the base of my forehead. Along with doing my foundation, I used my Urban Decay Eyeshadow Primer Potion in the shade Eden. I decided to use a colored eye primer rather than just a clear one because this specific shade is a bit more pale to go with my 1920s theme. So the next part of this look, to make me look a little less crazy, is the contour, and it's a little less than what you're probably accustomed to and what we see in 2017, this day and age with these crazy kids and their crazy contours. So let's get into it. So like I said before, this contour is a bit more of a light, kind of natural, just accentuation of the cheekbones and the facial structure that you already have. So I go in on my jawline as well as on my cheekbones just to kind of accentuate what I already have. Nothing too dark or crazy. This complements the really natural highlight that we've already got set in with our concealer from earlier before and helps to create a concise and even skin tone for the rest of our makeup. So now that we have the basis of our face down, we're going to move on to the eyes and the eyebrows. First thing I'm doing here is just brushing out my eyebrows, create that even base, make sure there are no strays. I'm using my Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow Pomade in the shade Dark Brown. Then I'm just elongating them and making sure they are thin and dark as to follow our 1920s theme. Using my Urban Decay Vice 2 palette, we're going to get started on the eyes. Here I'm just going in with a dark blue eyeshadow. Darker colors were very common in the 1920s. Darker blues, purples, sometimes greens, and lots of gray. These colors were used to darken up the eyes and to give the illusion of a larger eye shape. After starting off with just a solid blue base, I'm going in with a darker blue in my crease just to give my eyes a little more dimension. After a little bit of crease color, I did bring the blue underneath my eye as well. Now using my Marc Jacobs eyeliner, I'm just going in with a nice, thick, generous line on my top lash line, again just to make my eyes look bigger and darker. I also just quickly used a smaller brush to smudge out the eyeliner and give it a more even line. going back in with my Vice 2 palette again, just using this darker gray-black to blend out the thick eyeliner color that I already have laid out. In addition to doing eyeliner on my top lash line, I also generously applied it to my lower lash line. And to finish off our eyes, we're just generously applying lots and lots of mascara for the longest eyelashes possible. Now we're just moving on to a 1920s style heavy blush. And finally, to finish off the entire makeup look, we are applying a bold red lip. And this is the final look. So now you are completely ready for a night out on the town with your gal pals in the 1920s with your flapper dress on and your makeup on fleek.